Imagine this. The woman you trust the most is lying next to you at night, but her body, her words, even her silence are screaming a truth you can't see. What if I told you she might not just be unfaithful, but with the one man you call your brother, your best friend? Before I reveal the 6 shocking signs, do me a quick favor. Hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your city. I want to know where my strong men are watching from. Sign 1. She guards her phone like it's a secret diary. Let me paint you the full picture of what this looks like. You'll notice the screen is permanently face down now. Not sometimes, not occasionally, but always. That phone that used to casually rest on the coffee table during movie nights, that used to be tossed carelessly on the bed while she got dressed, now lives in a state of constant protection. Those casual phone conversations that used to happen right in front of you, they've migrated to the bathroom, the balcony, the car, anywhere your ears can't follow. She's developed lightning-fast reflexes when notifications pop up, snatching that phone away from your view faster than you can blink. But it's not just speed, it's panic. You can see it in her eyes, that flash of fear when a message comes through at the wrong moment. She'll glance at the screen, and you'll catch something, a slight intake of breath, a barely perceptible change in her expression, before she flips it over and gives you that practice smile. Watch how she handles calls now. When an unknown number shows up, she used to answer casually, even put it on speaker sometimes. Now, she steps away, lowers her voice, creates distance. And when you ask who called, the answers have become vague. Work stuff. My sister. Nobody important. But you know your girlfriend's voice, and that particular tone she uses when she's editing the truth. But here's what most men don't understand about female psychology. Women are natural communicators. We overshare by design. We screenshot conversations to send to our friends. We read texts out loud to our partners. We show funny memes, share gossip, discuss every detail of our lives with the people we love. A woman will openly text male co-workers, male friends, even ex-boyfriends in front of her partner if there's nothing to hide. We don't naturally hide conversations unless the emotional stakes are incredibly high. The phone has become her secret diary, filled with conversations that would expose feelings she's not ready to admit, plans she's not ready to make, confessions she's not ready to voice. Every protected message is evidence of an emotional crime in progress. Think about the psychology here. What kind of communication requires this level of secrecy? What words are so dangerous that they need to be hidden behind passwords, deleted immediately after reading, disguised as innocent interactions? The answer is simple, the kind that could end your relationship and their friendship in one devastating revelation. But phone secrecy is just the surface. The real betrayal reveals itself in something much more intimate, the way she speaks to him. Sign 2. Her voice softens only for him. A woman's voice is like a fingerprint of her desires, and when those desires shift toward another man, you'll hear it before you see it. Pay attention during group settings, phone calls, any time your best friend is around. Notice how her vocal patterns change completely. That casual, comfortable voice she uses with you, it disappears. Instead, there's this deliberate sweetness, this careful modulation that makes every word sound like a caress. Her laugh becomes different too. Not the genuine, unguarded laughter you remember, but something more performative, more seductive. She's unconsciously adjusting her voice to become more appealing to him. A woman's voice can be one of the most revealing indicators of hidden feelings. Studies show that when she's deeply drawn to someone, her tone often softens, becomes more melodic, and her pitch slightly lowers. It's not something she does on purpose. It's a natural shift, a subtle signal that her emotions are fully engaged. It's an unconscious biological response designed to appear more feminine and appealing. This isn't something she's doing on purpose. Her body is literally responding to his presence in ways she might not even be consciously aware of. If your girlfriend's voice changes around your best friend, if she suddenly sounds sweeter, more playful, more engaged than she ever does with you, it's not random. Her nervous system is reacting to him on a deeper level. Her voice is giving away emotions she's trying to keep hidden from both of you. Listen carefully next time they're in the same room. The woman who talks to you in tired, everyday tones suddenly becomes this sultry, attentive version of herself when he's around. That transformation isn't accidental, it's arousal. And if you think vocal changes are concerning, wait until you see how she manipulates time itself to be near him. Sign 3. She creates accidental. Alone time with him. Women are strategic creatures, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. When a woman wants to be alone with a man she can't openly pursue, she becomes a master of manufactured coincidence. And let me tell you exactly how this manipulation unfolds, because once you recognize the pattern, you'll never unsee it. It starts innocently enough. Your best friend keeps stopping by when you're not home, and somehow, she always knows your schedule better than you do. She suggests quick errands that coincidentally take her past his workplace. She develops sudden interests in activities he enjoys, places he frequents, hobbies he's passionate about. I thought I might try rock climbing, she says, when she's never shown the slightest interest in physical challenges before. But here's where it gets sophisticated. She creates legitimate-sounding reasons for every interaction. She needs help moving furniture, but only when you're unavailable. She's having car trouble, conveniently near his apartment. She's meeting a girlfriend for coffee, at the exact cafe where he grabs lunch every Tuesday. These aren't accidents. They're carefully orchestrated opportunities disguised as coincidences. Watch how she manages the timing. She'll suggest group activities when she knows you can't make it. "Why don't we all grab drinks Friday?" she'll say, knowing you have that work commitment you can't skip. When you decline, she'll pause for effect. "Well, maybe I'll just go anyway. I could use the social time." And suddenly, your group outing becomes their private date. The explanations become increasingly elaborate too. She used to give simple, honest accounts of her day. Now, every interaction with him comes with a detailed backstory. "I ran into him at the grocery store. Can you believe it? And he helped me carry my bags to the car. We got to talking about that movie we all discussed last week, and you know how he is about films." She over-explains because she's hiding the truth. These meetings are planned, anticipated, desired. In psychology, we call this manufactured serendipity. When people are attracted to each other but can't openly pursue it, they create elaborate scenarios to justify being alone together. The key indicator isn't one isolated incident. It's the pattern, the frequency, the increasing boldness of the excuses. If your girlfriend and your best friend keep finding themselves in solo situations that require explanation, those aren't coincidences. They're opportunities. And opportunities, when repeated, become intentions. Each accidental encounter is a test. How far can they push this boundary without getting caught? How much time can they spend together before someone notices? How intimate can these conversations become under the guise of friendship? She's not just bumping into him accidentally. She's orchestrating these moments with the precision of a military operation. She's studying his schedule, learning his routines, positioning herself in his path like she's conducting surveillance. Every innocent coffee meeting, every helpful visit when you're not around, every group hangout that somehow ends up being just the two of them. These are chess moves in a game you don't even know you're playing. The woman who used to account for every minute of her day suddenly has all these unexplained gaps, all these chance encounters that sound perfectly reasonable when explained individually, but create a disturbing pattern when viewed together. She's creating a parallel social life that runs alongside your relationship but operates in the shadows. And here's the most insidious part. She's training you to accept these explanations. Each story normalizes the next one. Each coincidence makes the following one seem less suspicious. She's slowly expanding the boundaries of what seems reasonable until spending alone time with your best friend becomes so commonplace that you stop questioning it altogether. But even when she's right there beside you, her body might be betraying her true desires. Sign 4. Her body language transforms around him. The human body cannot lie. While words can deceive and explanations can manipulate, body language operates below the level of conscious control. When a woman is attracted to someone, her entire physical presence shifts, and if you know what to look for, you'll see the transformation happen in real time. Watch her the next time your best friend enters the room. Does she sit up straighter? Does her voice become more animated? Does she start touching her hair, adjusting her clothes, positioning herself to face him, even when she's supposedly talking to the group? These aren't random movements. They're courtship behaviors. If your girlfriend transforms physically around your best friend, becoming more animated, more sensual, more present than she is with you, her body is communicating what her words won't admit. She's displaying availability, interest, attraction, all the signals that say, "I'm open to whatever you're offering." The woman who slouches on the couch next to you suddenly becomes this vibrant, engaged version of herself when he's around. She laughs with her whole body, touches her neck when she talks, positions herself so he has the best view of her profile. Every gesture is an invitation she can't voice, but her body can't stop sending. Watch her hands, her posture, where she directs her energy. The body tells the truth that the mouth tries to hide. Still think you might be imagining things. Watch how she talks about you to him. Sign 5. She confides in him more than in you. This one is the most dangerous sign of all because it reveals that the emotional affair has already begun. When a woman starts sharing relationship problems with another man, instead of working through them with you, she's unconsciously building a bridge to that man while burning the one that connects her to you. And let me show you exactly how this devastating process unfolds. You'll discover this in the most painful way possible, through casual comments that reveal he knows things about your relationship that you never told him. He'll mention your financial stress during a poker night, something you thought was private between you and her. He'll reference that argument you had last week about your mother, details you specifically asked her to keep confidential. He'll make jokes about your work situation, your insecurities, intimate aspects of your life that should be sacred territory in your relationship. When you confront your girlfriend about these revelations, she'll have a ready explanation. "I just needed someone to talk to." But here's what she's not telling you. She's not talking to her sister about these problems. She's not calling her best female friend. She's not seeking advice from her mother or a therapist. She's specifically choosing him as her emotional confidant, and that choice is not accidental. Watch how this progression typically unfolds. First, she shares small frustrations. You left dishes in the sink, you forgot to pick up milk, minor domestic irritations that seem harmless to discuss. Then it escalates to bigger issues. Your work stress is affecting your mood. You're not as romantic as you used to be. You don't listen the way you once did. Eventually, she begins confiding the most private parts of your relationship, your struggles as a couple, your worries about money, even the insecurities you trusted her with. What was once safe between you two is now being handed over to him. But here's the manipulation that will make your blood run cold. She's not just sharing information randomly. She's carefully curating what she tells him to paint a specific picture. She emphasizes your flaws while minimizing your strengths. She describes your arguments but omits the resolutions. She highlights every way you disappoint her while downplaying every way you care for her. The psychology behind this is devastating. Emotional intimacy is the gateway to physical intimacy. When a woman starts sharing relationship problems with another man instead of her female friends or family, she's unconsciously building a bridge to that man. She's creating emotional dependency, positioning him as her confidant and support system. More dangerously, she's allowing him to see your vulnerabilities while presenting herself as underappreciated and misunderstood. But the most insidious part, she's giving him the roadmap to replace you. By sharing your weaknesses, she's essentially providing him with the instruction manual on how to be everything you're not. If she complains that you don't listen, he becomes the perfect listener. If she mentions you're not affectionate enough, he becomes more touchy and supportive. If she exposes your private shortcomings to him, she's handing him a roadmap of how to position himself as the stronger, more appealing alternative. Meanwhile, the conversation she should be having with you about your relationship issues, her needs, her concerns, those discussions mysteriously dry up. She stops bringing problems to you because she's already found someone else to solve them. The emotional labor of your relationship gets outsourced to your best friend, leaving you completely in the dark about the fact that your relationship is disintegrating. And here's the cruelest irony. While she's sharing every detail of your private life with him, she's becoming increasingly secretive with you about her daily experiences, her thoughts, her feelings. The woman who used to tell you about every conversation, every interaction, every minor event in her day suddenly becomes vague and distant. She's saving her emotional energy for someone else. And finally, the one sign that reveals where her true loyalty lies. Sign 6. She defends him more than she defends you. This is the sign that reveals everything, because it shows you exactly where her heart has already landed. When a woman starts taking another man's side over yours, especially when he's clearly wrong, she's already made her choice. She's just waiting for the right moment to act on it. You'll see this in small moments at first. Your best friend makes an inappropriate comment, and instead of supporting you, she jumps to his defense. "He didn't mean it that way," she'll say, even when his meaning was crystal clear. When you express frustration about his behavior, she becomes protective. "You're being too sensitive. He's going through a tough time." But when you make a minor mistake, she's quick to criticize. The contrast becomes stark. He can do no wrong, while you can do no right. Defensive behavior reveals emotional allegiance. When a woman consistently takes another man's side over yours, she's protecting him from criticism because she's emotionally invested in his image and reputation. She's defending him the way a girlfriend defends her boyfriend, because in her heart, that's already what he is. This is particularly devastating when it happens with your best friend, because she's actively choosing between the two most important men in her life. And if she's consistently choosing him, she's no longer truly yours. When she starts making excuses for his behavior while holding you to impossible standards, when she dismisses your concerns about him while amplifying every minor issue she has with you, when she protects his reputation while damaging yours, she's not just defending him. She's defending her future with him. The woman who once had your back in every situation now consistently has his instead. That shift in loyalty isn't accidental. It's preparation. She's already chosen her side, and it's not yours.